So I just want to start off this video here by congratulating my buddies here on taking their final rabbinical exams, or maybe that should be their exam finals, rabbinical exam I don't know. Point is, most of what we spend time studying this year is kosher. There are many laws and intricate details to this wonderful mitzvah. But let's just keep things simple for the sake of this video, yeah?
Let's try it again.
Disturb you if it's right there?
No.
Okay.
Should we try it again? Let's try it something again.
Change history. Chase your dreams, don't wait for me. Let us face its destiny, and I can't wait to see. Grab each letter as it comes, word by word is how it's done, line by line. It'll work out fine. Greatest sage that ever lived. Had its Of course, there are particular details to this law, but in general, if you are working with food, according to Jewish law, you may partake of that food. And let me just again stress that there are particulars. But anyways, the examples that the Torah gives to us in this week's Torah portion is that if you are a hired worker in a vineyard and you're picking grapes, you may partake of some of them. And the same goes for if you are harvesting grain. Grain, wheat, is a staple of our diet. I mean, bread. Actually, there's a verse in Tehillim. No, it's not in Tehillim. I don't know. There's a pasuk that not only on bread does man live, but on all that comes from the mouth of God, which we won't get into. It sounds very mystical, okay? I don't know why I just quoted that. But the point is, bread is a staple of our diet, right? Grain. But then grapes are in a sweet addition to what we would typically eat. It's not a necessity. So the grain represents the basic necessity, the bare minimum, if I may, that a Jew must have in his or her life, accepting God's sovereignty and accepting God's will as is my command. But the grape, which is more pleasurable, unlike grain, which is just necessary, represents... My right is here, so we'll continue in a moment. The vineyard and the grapes are more of a pleasurable experience, and that represents the pleasure that we have in serving God, which is perhaps a higher level that someone can attain, where they just start to love fulfilling God's will and not always just making God's will my command and I know I have to do this. And yeah, I think you get that. And God tells us in His Torah that in both the experience of grain, if that's what we're holding in our relationship with God, and in the pleasurable experience of eating grapes, which is, again, not a necessity, and it represents a higher level in our service of God, in both of them, we will partake of the reward and the benefit of engaging in this mode of service, wherever it is that we're holding. The truth is, there is a lot more to say. It is getting late, and it's very late already. Thousands of years late. We must pray. We want Mashiach now. So get in Mashiach mode and pray in Mashiach mode. Meaning verbalize to Hashem. Tell Hashem, I want Mashiach now. And then show Hashem with your actions that you're starting to get in that mode through increasing in joy, increasing in love, increasing in Torah and mitzvahs. And ultimately, may it be now.